Animal Farm tells the story of a group of farm animals who overthrow their human owners to create an equal society. Inspired by Old Major's vision, the animals established their own rules and a system called animalism, led by the pigs. However, as time passes, the pigs, especially Napoleon, begin to abuse their power and become the oppressors they sought to escape. The commandments are gradually altered to benefit the ruling class, while the other animals suffer in the false hope of a better tomorrow. Eventually, the line between pigs and men disappeared, revealing the complete betrayal of the revolution's ideals.
Orwell views Animal Farm with reflections on political reality. The core principle of animalism is equality, but the line, all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others, destroyed the ultimate dream of the rebellion. It showcases the fragility of a nation when power is concentrated in the hands of a few. The novel mirrors how in many societies, citizens put their trust in their government only to face bitter disappointment and be exploited. Similar to the character boxer who possesses an unwavering belief in Napoleon is always right, only to be sent to the slaughterhouse. Additionally, Animal Farm exposes the manipulation of truth. Squealer continuously justified the pig's corruption and reshaped the animal's understanding of reality. This demonstrates the importance of media as it can be used to control public opinion. Furthermore, the public execution of the animals and the continuous mention of Mr. Jones' return reinforced the role of fear in suppressing opposition. The Band of Beasts of England highlights how totalitarian regimes eliminate resistance by erasing cultural memory and silencing hope.
Orwell's use of symbolism in the Animal Farm transformed a simple fable into a profound political allegory. The farm itself stands as a metaphor for a totalitarian state, beginning as a hopeful republic and later devolving into tyranny, marked by its reversion from the name Animal Farm to the name Manor Farm. Napoleon, representing Stalin, rises to power through calculated deceit, while the 9 dogs, his enforcers, symbolizes the secret police who maintain order through fear and power. The windmill, initially Snowball's project, evolves into a false promise of progress, manipulated to justify suffering without delivering a real change. The line, may I quote, "They had to come to a time when no one dared to speak his mind," end of quote, symbolizes the death of free speech. Meanwhile, Sugar Candy Mountain, promoted by Moses, symbolizes religion as a tool used to pacify the oppressed by promising them a better afterlife, distracting them from their suffering in the present. The celebratory feast with humans at the end marks not only the betrayal of the animal's trust, but the erasure of equality. Orwell reveals that power, when left unchecked, mutates the concept of idealism into despotism.
Animal Farm holds enduring significance as both a political critique and personal reflection on the whole of power, truth, and justice. Socially, it warns us about the dangers of placing too much faith in any one specific leader, group, or movement. Orwell shows how easily revolutions can be hijacked when citizens start questioning authority. The pigs, who once promised freedom, become the tyrants they opposed. Meanwhile, the animals, especially the sheep, through silence and ignorance, allowed it to happen. This mirrors real-world societies where power is abused, information is controlled, and the truth is rewritten to serve the ruling class.
The novel also highlights how fear and propaganda are tools for silencing dissent and reshaping belief. It encourages critical thinking and never abandoning our role in shaping society. It also challenges us to defend justice, even when it's inconvenient, and to remember that freedom must be protected. Orwell doesn't just tell us a story, he issues a warning. In today's world where misinformation and authoritarianism still exist, Animal Farm remains a relevant and urgent call towards awareness. It forces us to ask, are we truly free or only convinced that we are?
Reading Animal Farm has taught us that unchecked power leads to inevitable corruption. We learned the importance of questioning leadership and not allowing blind loyalty to dictate our actions. The story revealed how silence and passivity in the face of injustice contributes to oppression. It teaches that the corruption of leaders stems not just from ambition, but also from the lack of accountability and the apathy of the citizens.
The novel emphasized the value of education rather than blind faith. It shows that those who are able to read and think critically are harder to deceive. Ultimately, it calls us to stay aware, to speak up, and to protect the values we believe in.